The art of Facebook integration into your business's tools of technology pipeline can be the differentiator as to why your success as a webpreneur flourishes, and it's also a large indicator as to why many of us are not cutting it in this day and age. Soon, once Facebook reaches the 1 billion user mark, which should be somewhere in the time of 2013, this tool of technology will outshine all of the others, such as email, blogging, and static websites, as the place to be. And the main reason why is because Facebook is real time, it's live, and there are a ton of people on it. So let's go back and review how success was found back in the old age era. It was really simple. Anywhere there was a smokestack back in the industrial age is where people who had money were hanging out. They were willing to spend money on growing their business. They were willing to take a leap of faith and really try some unproven methods. Well, would you rather have people in your Facebook community that live in shacks in terms of their social following, or that have smokestacks? And that's what this is about. So if you're not familiar with YouTube, Dig, Twitter, LinkedIn, Yahoo, Google, and Bing, and the final one is Technorati, which houses over 112 million blogs, you really need to understand some of these principles. What I would recommend is gaining access to our acclaimed piece, Being Socially Savvy in the Web 3.0 Era, and we're going to describe more in detail about these concepts. But it's rather simple. You become who you hang around. And the friends we keep are very, very important, not only in the offline world and in our personal lives, but more importantly in our social media followings. And we're going to provide a lot more trainings and tutorials and even more or less a blueprint and a roadmap for you to grow your Facebook following around people who you would most likely want to grow your business with. Did you realize that 78% of people act on trusted relationships, whereas 14% are more partial to wanting to hear about a product or a service or just a good thing from somebody who they don't know and trust? So in growing your Facebook community, you really want to find congruency, and tapping into that world of mouth capacity that it has is absolutely so much easier in this regard. The distribution, marketing, and economic trends that give us power have dramatically shifted. Jumbo shrimp and the rich fat man no longer exists. Those are outdated oxymorons. And in this day, who says smart isn't sexy? So joining the socially savvy elite is not a choice anymore. It's absolutely imperative if you want to thrive rather than barely limp along and survive in your business. So what is being socially savvy all about? It's rather simple. Value-added entrepreneurship. And value-added entrepreneurship embodies pull versus push or attraction marketing. You see, it's all about bringing people to you in the new age rather than going out and having to hustle your route or push your products or services or even that quote-unquote sales pitch mentality. That just doesn't work anymore. The new age is about campaigning and sharing your voice. And most people think that technology is their biggest obstacle. But the truth is, technology is not your main obstacle to overcome. Learning the psychology of how to encapsulate yourself within a system is. So think big. You'll never be bigger than your thoughts. So how do you go about campaigning, you might be asking? It's rather simple. Multi-channel marketing is all about connecting with the whole person. The bird over here on the far left says chirp chirp. The one in the middle sends off retweet at their address for Twitter. And the bird on the right here, where I felt at one point in my life, and you may be feeling the same way right now, says WTF. And that doesn't stand for wanna follow up. The people who understand the language of today are the ones who are going to be the studs, as our friend here with the Facebook tattoo. And the duds, well, you know more about them, but they're the ones with the MySpace logos on their basketballs and on their bodies. So there are 5 keys to monetizing your Facebook relationships. The first is that you have to understand what the primary use is of somebody with their Facebook account. Are they looking to go on and play Farmville or get involved in applications or kind of catch up with their family and friends? And there's nothing wrong with that. But from a business perspective, you want to find the people who are hanging out in the same waters as you in the online ocean. You also have to begin with the end in mind. What is your purpose? Do you know where you're going to send your friends, what you're going to interact with them like? And ultimately, you want to do that by congregating with like-mindedness. You have to understand why you're doing what you're going to do, how you're going to get people to follow you and rally around your cry, and more importantly, what approach you're going to use. And we have actually tested a lot of different approaches in terms of how to gather your friend following to get out of them more information from the initial impression. So in doing so, measure, monitor, adjust, and control is our management mantra. So if you aspire for more success in this day and age, the new rich are maximizing the artificial intelligence of the online ocean. So you can go about this process on your own, kind of staying in that human hamster wheel, or you can employ some of the more leveraged concepts of both time, money, and more importantly, resources. And we'll never run out of resources because there's so many great ideas and thinkers in the world, but your ability to become resourceful is really the key. So what I'd recommend is going in and subscribing over here on the right hand side of this page. That's going to get you instant access to our success library powered by U University. In here, you're going to get instant access to reports like Being Socially Savvy in the Web 3.0 era. 60 powerful headlines that hook them. This is really the key to getting those raving fans in your Facebook community and also following your lead wherever you want to take them. It's absolutely imperative you understand how to captivate people's attention. Finding Prosperity in Today's Economy is a great piece. It talks about how to incorporate all of the different phases of not only designing a good website, but also how to advertise your message, and most importantly, how to market in this new age. Your Ultimate Business Asset, awesome piece. We have another service available where you can automate your customer reviews. Save yourself the hundreds and thousands of dollars each month from paying those big fish review companies that we have yet to hear raving reviews about or tangible proof of their success. But we've found a way to automate your review systems for relatively inexpensive cost. But it's all housed here in the digital dashboard by U University. And we're the allyadvertisinggroup.com. So if you're finding this video as a standalone, what I would recommend is pasting the link into the browser. That's going to get you instant access to our blog, which in turn you should subscribe, and you'll have absolutely a vast knowledge of information just staring at you in the face. What you do with it is your choice. So all I can tell you is this in closing. I can't wait to hear about the futures of your success and succeed with significance. Take care.